Welcome everyone. Today I'm here with a new video. In this video, I'll show you how to enter the trades from our private group, specifically the futures trades. So I'll show you how to enter these trades and trade with them, because this is a highly requested video from you all, and that's why I'm going to fulfill this request for you. So as you can see, we have our first trade, which will be at 12 o'clock, EUR AUD, and it's a sell. We immediately selected EUR AUD, set the trade duration to 5 minutes, and set our time frame to 5 minutes as well. We wait until there are 2 seconds left, and then we enter the trade immediately. This way, we entered the trade directly, as you can see. It's a sell trade because that's what we have. So our trade is a sell, and again, it's EUR AUD, because the currency in the future trades will always be EUR AUD as well. So at 12 o'clock, we entered right before the last 2 seconds, just as stated in the instructions. So let me explain to you even more. The reason we entered is that at 12 o'clock, we entered directly at exactly 12, as you can see. But just 2 seconds before, as it says here, start 2 seconds earlier. So instead of entering at 12 o'clock, we enter at 11:59 and 58 seconds. Also, as you can see, the trade duration is set directly to 5 minutes. So if we lose, we will enter in the same direction. At 12 o'clock, that means EUR USD is going down. If we lose, then we will enter at 12:05 EUR USD in the same direction. If our initial direction is down, then for sure the second trade will also be in the downward direction. So we wait. There's just 1 minute left until this one ends. As you can see, the trade so far hasn't seen a big upward move, and there was definitely a drop, but then there was a rebound. So up to now, this trade is still profitable for us. The most important thing you need to focus on is that if the trade loses, you immediately apply the multiplier. For example, if we entered the first trade with $100, we put in $250 for the next one. The duration of the trade will be the same as the one we set at the beginning, and it will always be 5 minutes. It won't stay at 5 minutes. The direction will be the same as the direction we entered in the first trade. So if the first trade, which is this one, not the multiplier trade, was for a downward move as written here, as you can see, this is the signal for a drop. So if it was for a drop, then of course we will immediately enter for a drop. And if the initial signal was for an upward move, then of course the multiplier will also be for an upward move. So God willing, I hope this trade loses so I can show you how to enter multiplier trades. There are 17 seconds left, but it looks like it might win because there isn't a strong upward push. We're not really seeing an upward movement in this market. So let's wait. There are about 4 seconds left, 3 seconds left. So we won't need the multiplier, as you can see, because this trade won for us. Our profit is $82. So this trade will definitely be our first winning trade. So let's wait for another trade. We'll wait until 12:15 and come back to you directly, just as you can see. Right now it's 12:14, just before this signal, as you can see. So we have the signal at 12:15. We entered the market a minute before, but we still haven't entered on the signal itself. We'll wait until there are just 2 seconds left on this timer. So when there are 2 seconds left, we enter immediately, and the direction of the trade will be upward. As we said, at 12:15 Saudi time, so we'll be right here. Right now we're on the 12:10 candle, and the next candle will be the 12:15 candle. The direction will be upward, same currency, EUR USD, just like we set it, EUR USD 5432. Place it immediately like this for an upward move. We entered an upward trade like this right before the candle opened. We entered at 12:14:58 exactly, meaning we entered this trade for an upward move because our direction here is upward. Let's immediately set the multiplier as we discussed. So the multiplier will be the amount we initially entered multiplied. Yeah, for our first trade, the amount in dollars will be multiplied by 2.5, so it will become $250. So if we entered with $10, we would enter with $25. If we entered with $1, we would enter with $2.50. That is in the double trade. You only need the double trade if you lose the initial trade. How many times can we double in the trade? Only one time. So if you lose both the initial trade and the double, I definitely don't advise you to keep doubling. Just stop there. Only one double per trade. All of this is mentioned here. Use only one double. Use 1 to 2% for each trade. That means only enter with 1% of your capital. Of course, I'm entering with only 1 to 2% of my capital. Don't take risks. That means in a single session, no more than 5 to 10%. So in this session, you can leave the market. You don't need to keep going. There's no need. All these trades, you just need to make 10% in a day, and that's it. You leave the market. Or you could put in 5% or maybe 3%, depending on your target as well. If you reach minus 5 to 7%, you can exit. You don't have to stay. If you lose the first, second, and third trades, you can exit the market immediately and continue on another day, because maybe today is a bad day or there might be major news. That's why you might not have any winning trades so far. So we won the first trade, and hopefully we'll win a second trade as well. In this video, I actually wanted to see a losing trade so I could immediately enter with a multiplier. but I'll try to explain it to you now. If you lose, meaning if the market drops below this line and we lose this trade together, you should enter immediately after you lose, enter at the very same second in the same direction. For example, at 12:15, as we can see on the EUR USD, if you lose, that means at 12:20, we'll enter on the EUR USD again, the same currency in the same direction. So here, as soon as you lose, you immediately enter the next trade, upward. If you win, we go back to the original amount, put in $100 and wait. That means the next trade will be at 12:55. So this is the correct way to trade using the future signals that we have in the VIP group. It's really very easy. If you read everything that's here, you'll definitely understand everything. Of course, I don't recommend that you start with $10 or $30 if you want to trade with future trades. It's better to have a larger amount, because if you lose a trade and need to double up, you can immediately make up for it in the next trade or the next session. So that's the full report on everything. Here, we have 1 minute and 40 seconds left. Let's wait for the end of this trade and see its result. We won this trade, as you can see, $82 profit from this trade, and we won't need to use the multiplier. Why? Because we won this trade. The multiplier is only used in case of a loss. So if we had lost this candle, we would have immediately entered a buy trade. But thank God we won this trade and the first trade as well, so we didn't need any multipliers. Almost all the trades in the private group will be like this. Just remember, in case of a loss, you should immediately enter with the multiplier. That means you double your initial amount, as we mentioned and explained in this video. Of course, the results are many and very strong. In the VIP group, you can trade with us and achieve the same results, God willing, because we will enter at the same time on the same currency and in the same direction. That's why there won't be any differences in the results. Hours. The important thing is to enter 2 seconds before the start of the mentioned candle. For example, if it's the 12:15 candle, we enter at 12:14:58, and that's how you continue. So if you achieve 10% in your session, you should exit the market immediately. You don't need to trade all these deals, or if you started from this trade, you definitely don't need to trade all these deals. You just need to make 2 or 3 trades, take your profit, and leave the market right away. So that was today's video. I hope you liked it. I'll leave the link to our Telegram group below the video. It's free for everyone. Just register through our link on Olymp Trade. That's everything. All the links you need are below the video. Like and share the video so you get both previous and new videos. We'll meet, God willing, in the next video. Alright, goodbye.